Hey to YouTube, this is 101 Bronson back here again with another action figure review. What else at this point? I'm doing a lot of these and I have a lot of action figures, so this is gonna be a thing for a while. There will be more movie related stuff. I mean, this is movie related, but for those new to the channel, this is a real movie oriented, movie based, movie related channel. Everything movie is gonna be discussed. Everything movie related is going to be discussed, and the action figures are just a part of it. So there's going to be other stuff in the channel. But anyway, before I start rambling off again, which I do, I do occasionally. Another action figure review. Today we're going to cover, as you would have probably have read from the title down there, the Ellen Ripley action figure with the bomber jacket from Aliens. So without further ado, let's go over this action figure, which is my first female action figure I'm going to show on this channel, and the first female action figure that I got, period. She was the first. Ripley was the first female action figure in my collection. So without further ado, let's go over it, and packaging is up first as always, so let's go dig in. So this is the packaging for the Ellen Ripley figure from Aliens. This is a plastic clamshell packaging, which NECA uses a lot. I do not prefer these packaging. I prefer the ultimate packaging, or just, hey, I can see myself in the reflection, or just the just a little humor there, or just the pretty much collector friendly packaging is what I prefer. Because this, in order to open it, I don't know how other people do it, but I rip open the back here, as you can see. So I kind of pull it down, and then I open it. I don't know if anybody has tips for me how to open this better, but that's the way I usually do it. Anyway, so this is the front. You get Lieutenant Ellen Ripley bomber jacket there. Kind of a sticker there for the Aliens 30th anniversary. Warning, choking hazard, small parts. And the ages for the figure is 17 and up. Then here you get the barcode and the licensing and the logos for NECA and Real Toys. And of course, giving credit to everybody that made this. Here on the side is a shot of the figure. Here on this side is another shot. And then let's take a look at the back. You got also available, I guess, face huggers and the egg. No, wait, this isn't a face. I thought for a minute this was a face hugger. I thought this was an egg. No, this is a alien that gets blasted to the face. Then you have Private Vasquez, which we also have, which I think is going to be next or the video after the next one. Again, for people new, I'm doing these figures in order that I got them. So, and here's another Xenomorph. Let's read up on the information about the film here. The sole survivor of the Nostromo, Ripley, is discovered in... I can't read it because of the damage, I'm sorry. Cryogenic. Ripley is discovered in cryogenic sleep 57 years later by a salvage ship. When she is taken back to Earth, Ripley learns that the company has established human colonies on the same planet where the alien attack originated. After all contact with the colony is lost, Ripley agrees to... Sorry guys. Ripley agrees to return to the planet accompanied... fuck it. Accompanied... I can't read that word. Accompanied... Yeah, fuck it. Return to the planet accompanied by a team of colonial marines. Together they will rescue any survivors that remain and confront the alien menace head on. God, that was a hard part to read there. I'm sorry about that, guys. Anyway, great shot of the figure there once again. And now let's take a look at the figure and what it comes with. This is going to be a short one. It only came with a gun and another small piece, which I do have some thoughts about that. So let's talk about it. Let's move over to accessories. And here we go with the accessories. She gets the pulse rifle with her and a strap, which I do like. How they made this. Nicely detailed with the silvers. Nicely detailed. I like the strap around it. And what is this? Well, I hear you ask, what is this? I'll tell you, this is supposed to be like a muzzle flash for the gun, which I like the concept of it, but I'm not a big fan of the execution because you have to shove it right into the front side of the gun here. You see you have a little hole there. Well, this has a little pin in there, and that's supposed to go in a hole and it's supposed to go in the front of the gun. It doesn't work to save my life. I mean, I can try to do it. If you'll give me a minute, I'm gonna show you that. Just make a little cut. Now, unfortunately, I cannot show you because it just will not go in there, but this is kind of how it's supposed to look attached to the gun. But of course, now it's not attached. It just will not go in there. I'm sorry, I tried. I wrestled with this for about 5 minutes and I just gave up. So, like I said, I do like it, but they could have did it better. Maybe just have 2 pulse rifles that come with her, one that has this attached already in it, super glued in, I don't know. Maybe they could have done something like that, but as a separate piece, it doesn't really function that well. Anyway, showed you the accessories. Let's move over to the figure itself. Ellen Ripley, Sigourney Weaver, which I do like the head sculpt for Sigourney Weaver here. Definitely recognize her in it. I think it's a pretty good head sculpt. Could they have done it a little better? I mean, there's always room for improvement, right? But I have to say, I am not really disappointed with this head sculpt. I like it. I recognize Sigourney Weaver in it, and that's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to look like Sigourney Weaver as Ripley in the Alien film, or Aliens film, I should say. And I think they succeed. The hairstyle, it's on point. It looks like the hairstyle she had in the film. Move over to the outfit. It's from those scenes where she has the bomber jacket on over the overalls, I guess you want to call it that. I do like the bomber jacket. I think it's nicely sculpted. Like the look of it. She has a wristwatch on her left hand. Left wrist, actually, right? It's a wristwatch. Yeah, she has a butt going on there. I mean, this is a female character. The pants and the top side of the overall, you know, it's light baby blue, I guess, right? And then she has some of the weirdest shoes I've ever seen. I mean, are they supposed to be like sports shoes or whatever? I mean, she had this on in the movie. I do recognize them, but yeah, it doesn't really match with the rest of the outfit. That's kind of what the biggest problem for it is. But anyway, that's the figure in detail. Maybe show you the back of the bomber jacket if you all want to see that. There you go. If you just can't get enough of Sigourney's ass, there you go. Anyway, that's the figure. You've seen the accessories. Let's put the pulse rifle in her hands just to show you how she looks like holding it. And then we're going to cover articulation. So here she is holding that pulse rifle. As you can see, she does hold it pretty well. She has a trigger finger, so the finger is on the trigger there. And, you know, she holds it perfectly fine. No problems. Now let's take it out of her hands and let's cover the articulation portion for the figure. There we go. Let's put you on the side. Alright, as always, starting off with the head. Let's get it a little bit more in frame there. She moves her head down about that much. Looks up about that much. That's not really a big range of motion, but you know, it moves, and the head does rotate, spin 360 degrees all the way around, and she does kind of do a head pivot, you know, sidewards turn. The torso, it's not rotating, but she does move, bend forward and a little backwards. She actually does have a bit of torso. I can feel like a separate piece there. So the torso does kind of move as well, and the bend is, you're gonna get that from the crotch area. So the torso also moves a little bit, I see. Okay. So now let's go for the arms. They move around her 360 degrees all the way around, it spin, right? Move outwards about that much. And you have a bend right there at the elbow / forearm. and a spin right there, from the elbow all the way to the head. And the hands themselves also spin, as you can see. Yes, and they kind of pivot up and down. Yeah, you know the articulation for these guys by now if you've seen the rest of my videos. Anyway, let's go over to the legs. Let's put our hands back a bit, and let's see how she kicks forward. It's about that much, which isn't that far, but you know, is Ripley known for kicking aliens' ass? Well, in a way, yes, but not literally. She doesn't really kick an alien in the ass. And let's see how she does sidewards. Well, she kind of does a semi-split like that. Not really going a full split there, but yeah. This isn't Jean-Claude Van Damme. She does have a bend at the knee, right there. And a rotation slash swivel at the knee. And yeah, as you can see, it spins there below the knee and above the knee as well, by the way. The whole leg kind of rotates. The feet, they move side to side a bit. A little up and down. Enough to balance her when you stand her up on your shelves. And let's put the pulse rifle back in her arms. In her hands. Let's put that back there, that bad boy. And there we have Lieutenant Ellen Ripley from Aliens. So there you have it. That's Lieutenant Ellen Ripley, played by Sigourney Weaver, for the film Aliens, directed by James Cameron from 1986. Great film. When it comes to the Aliens franchise, it's always the first one, and the second one is kind of like a toss-up, which one is better. Kind of depends on the mood. If I'm into a spacey sci-fi horror film, which is really scary. I mean, the first Alien, I still think it's pretty scary when I watch it. Then I go for Alien. And if I'm into a 1980s sci-fi with a bit of horror action film, then I go for Aliens, right? So it's kind of like, you know, pick your poison. What do you like most? 80s action film or 70s sci-fi horror film? I like both, you know, to tell you the truth. I like sci-fi, I like horror, I like action. I'm more of an action guy, so I tend to lean towards Aliens. But I just love the suspense and the... yeah, I just love Alien as well from 1979, right? The original. So yeah, it's kind of a toss-up, but I do like Sigourney Weaver as Ripley. One of the first female action heroes, right? One of the original female action heroes, anyway. Sigourney Weaver, great actress. I really like her a lot. She's great. Wish she would return for an Alien film. Probably won't happen, but because I'm not really a fan of the recent Alien films. But I think if she would be back with a director like Ridley Scott or James Cameron back, it might work. Who knows? Maybe one day, but I doubt it. Of course, now I say I doubt it, I'm gonna imagine in 2 years' time from now the trailer will pop up for Alien 6 or 7 or whatever it's gonna be. Sigourney Weaver is back, James Cameron is producer, and now Ridley Scott is director, maybe. I don't know, you know. Anyway, that was the NECA Aliens Ripley action figure with the bomber jacket. And up next, I think it's going to be a small departure for a while, because I do believe the next action figure I got after this, because once again I'm doing these in order that I got them, is going to be a video game based character, which is going to be the ultimate Nathan Drake from Uncharted 4: A Thief's End, which is a great video game. If there's people that are watching this that are solely into movies, you know, my fellow movie fans that are watching, if you haven't played Uncharted 4, have never seen it, check it out. If you're familiar with gaming, go play it. It's an easy game to go into, and it's really story driven. It's basically a freaking interactive movie. the Uncharted games, which is something I really like. It's really the closest thing games are gonna get to movies, I think. That may be a bold statement because there's a lot of great video games out there that kind of simulate movies, but I think the Uncharted franchise is a perfect combination of everything that's needed for that. But I'm gonna save those thoughts, further thoughts on that, for the upcoming review of the Uncharted 4 A Thief's End Ultimate Nathan Drake by NECA. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and if you really like this, give me a thumbs up there, give me a like. And if you really enjoy these videos, and if you really enjoy the channel, you know, subscribe so that you will not miss out on any future videos. So yeah, having said that, stay strong guys, stay safe. Thank you all for watching once again. So long for now.